welcome back to another episode of Dredge. Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? But you weren't expecting this to come back. So, what has happened the last time since I've been on? Well, first off, I pretty much already now completed the game. I've 100%ed it. I now have the DLC, so we're going to be checking that out. First things first, let me get in here. Lighthouse, let's go. It has been a hot minute. I'm so excited to be playing this game again. I've 100%ed this game. Now I have the DLC, which I haven't tried yet. I just now got on. I have all the upgrades from my boat. I should have every tool needed to fish. Quite nice to be back in this again. You find some horrifying creations amongst the Deatris. Sign of ruin. A symbol of the deep is carved into this small talisman. It's sure to draw attention to those attuned to it. The bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in the time with your own. Hold on, is it? $7.9. I don't think this is as good. Like, I don't mind this, but yeah. Alright. Now, dang it. Of course, it took out one of my fishing tools. Let's see here. We're gonna head to the big one first. So what that was, we got a key. I guess it was supposed to be like an early start thing, but I pretty much already beaten the game, so that stuff is useless. The only nice thing about the rock is most likely it gives me a better chance for like the weird fish. Looky here. Down here to investigate the ice field too. It seems to have appeared out of nowhere. My best guess is that it drifted up from the south. Either way, I thought I should set up a platoon here, but when I went to stake my claim, I noticed some old equipment on the ice. Come and check it out when you got a second. In the meantime, I got some new rods for sale. They'll be perfect for fishing in the ice around here. Alright, let's see here. I love the sound of rain against the roof of my cabin. Is there nothing better? Like, maybe shipyard? So this catches ice fish. This is ice and oceanic. Which sucks because my fishing rods were meant to catch pretty much anything. I can't remember what this does. Might just have to kick this one out. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, what's in here? The traveling merchant has crossed over to the nearby iceberg and is inspecting some old pieces of metal. You approach. It's so weird. This stuff seems old, like really old. She kicks a large sheet of metal, half embedded in the ice. A thin layer of snow dislodges, revealing lines of rivet holes. And come in here, look! You follow her into the small makeshift shelter, ruined by years of harsh weather. Inside are some schematics nailed to a table, still barely legible. See how they angled these sheets? And the lining of the metal around the bow. Whoever was here, I think they were constructing an icebreaker. What's an icebreaker? It's a reinforced structure attached to the front of ships to help them safely cut a path through ice. With these plans, I could probably make another. She trudges outside again and paces out the length of the metal scraps on the ice. We got most of the basic materials here already, but of course we're missing the most crucial pieces. An icebreaker needs specially tempered angled metal, as well as components designed to minimize the impact to your hull. I can't see any of those here, but whoever left all this stuff here, maybe they left other pieces elsewhere. Or maybe you'll be able to find their old ship and salvage the icebreaker they already built. That would be convenient. Anyway, to build a new icebreaker, these are the parts we need. Okay, so... got it. Alright. Let's head out. God dang it. I just... should have just backed out. I don't know why I did it that way. Luckily I got like a ton of money. Boom. Astral ice fish. Hold on. Fisherman, I didn't expect to see you this far south. Well, this is a fortunate turn of events. There's a narwhal somewhere in this ice field. I couldn't get any further in, so I've been trying to take a picture from here with no luck. I tried placing some scraps of fish on that ice sheet over there to entice it, but I didn't have enough to hold its attention for long enough. I only caught a glimpse. I don't suppose you have any fish you'd be prepared to donate to the pursuit of wildlife photography. Fill the space entirely with any fish you like. I just can't imagine what narwhal to be picky. Okay, that's easy. I don't care. Keep on forgetting I could just do that. That's perfect. Now cut your engines. We need to wait in complete silence. Shh, I think I hear something under the ice. That is no dolphin. What on earth was that thing? I'm not sticking around to find out. The photographer is hurriedly packing camera equipment into boxes. She seems very on edge. You know, that was no regular narwhal. It seems voracious and hyper-aggressive. Animals like that tend to be very unpredictable. These ice fields aren't safe with that thing around. You should consider turning back. I'll be out here as soon as I packed my things away. So that's going to be the monster for this area then. Cold wind whistles through the doorway of the only cabin still standing. Behind it, a frozen-over dig site is littered with tools and debris. You enter the small cabin, the door long since fallen from its hinges. A rotting table sits inside. A crudely drawn map of the area has been charted onto a scrap of paper. You attach it to your own map. A large book sits on the table. It's well worn from the passage of time, but you can still read the words Captain's Log etched into the cover. You open the book, its frozen spine cracking for the first time in decades. Which entry do you want to read? 30th of May, 1847. Arrived at the floating sea ice. Amidst a particularly thick fog, a few channels could be seen leading into the ice. Those sizable chunks float in our way, posing a hazard. I have ordered us to moor against the outer ice wall, while the engineers make adjustments to better prepare the vessel. Which entry do you want to read? 1st of June, 1847. The vessel was pursued by a particularly aggressive narwhal. Some men placed fish on the ice nearby in an effort to distract it. It appeared to work, though, only for a time. It resurfaced and needed satiating repeatedly. If we can't find a more permanent solution to the beast, we'll have to make sure we keep enough fish on hand to placate it. 5th of June, 1847. As I lay falling asleep, the most almighty voice spoke unto me. It resounded from the thick ice below, at once both powerful and ethereal. There was no mistaking it. This is a trick of the wind, nor a jest by the crew. It did not pause for response or acknowledgment, but whispered a cryptic prophecy. At first I could not make sense of it. 3 listeners shall hear the heart, and that I should indulge these listeners. It spoke of boundless wealth from the stars. and of eyes opening up onto the world. The rest of my sleep was feverish, as my mind was plagued with the sound of the voice. It spun in my head, echoing ever louder. In the morning, the boat swayed, and the navigator came to me separately, claiming to have heard a sound like a heartbeat, as the men were digging yesterday. They indicated a desire to explore the eastern and western reaches of the ice field. I shall indulge them. Okay, that just gave me an idea where I need to go at least. Light pierces through the ice, intensifying and concentrating into a glow in the center. A dark form takes shape against the light. Place here to the ice. A distorted voice echoes from within. Don't disturb the ice. Who are you? Captain. The expedition. Chart the ice field. Appeared suddenly. Through the ice. What happened here? It whispered. Promise. Stones from the stars. It knew. 3 would hear. The heart. Beneath the ice. The voice grows louder. It commanded 3 listeners. 3 sacrifices for 3 eyes. I obeyed, but a 4th now sees. Forever. Futile. The shadow is silent for a time, slumbering, still, should leave. It sees you before it whispers. I don't think I should be breaking the ice as soon as I get a chance. I want to leave it alone for now, just in case. Because it'd be idiotic that I just like go up to it and just like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna break the damn thing. Forgetting. The thing is I find funny, no more fish will fail on the pile. I should keep it satisfied at least for a little while. I better fish some so I'm like ready to go when I need it. Whoops. I'm not paying attention, don't mind me. You dock against a small platform of ice formed around a gigantic clawed hand. You're not the first to find this place. Remnants of a long abandoned camp litter the ice. You rummage through the small pile of equipment in the snow. Most items are stuck fast in the ice, but inside a small backpack you find an old journal. Which entry do you want to read? 2nd June, 1847. Captain ordered us to make camp on the ice in the center of the lagoon. After we saw... Dang it, I thought I hit it. After we saw those lights in the ice, everyone got treasure on their minds. Treasure hunting isn't exactly what the expedition was commissioned for, but given the captain gets the lion's share of whatever we find, it doesn't surprise me that he's willing to bend the rules a bit. We'll start digging after the camp's done. Alright, hope you enjoyed this episode like I did, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.